One of the questions that I get a lot has to do with what I'll call the reluctant spouse. And this happens sometimes when one spouse is motivated to do estate planning and the other spouse not so much. They see the obstacles. They maybe feel like it'll be too expensive, or we don't really need this because we're young, or they don't see the value of it. And perhaps it's because they haven't been educated about it. Oftentimes, estate planning is an educate to motivate type of a process. So sometimes how it happens in our office is I'll do a speaking engagement, maybe it's to a mom's club, and the moms will hear me talk and they will go, wow, we really need to go in and sit down with an attorney and find out what would happen to our kids if something happened to us. And they go home and they're all excited and they tell their husband, and they're met with this resistance. So what I would encourage you to do is come into the office despite the fact that you may have doubts or that you may not understand it, because I really take a very simple approach that's very educational. And we sit down and we start with a very simple first question. If something unexpected happened today, what would happen next? What do you like about that? What do you not like about that? Then we can have a conversation about what would you want to see different than what would currently happen. And when you have that information, that's really the foundation for being able to make a good choice for yourself and your family. If you don't know that, then you can only guess. Nothing will happen to us, we're not going to die, our family will take over for our kids, everybody will get along, when you really don't know that yet. And you may come in and we may sit down and we may have this conversation, and you may think, I'm okay with the risks, I'm okay with what might happen, I'm willing to take the risk if something unexpected happened to us, that things will go okay. But I would encourage you not to just assume that you know. I would encourage you to really become educated on what would happen next. Even if you're young, even if you don't have a lot of assets, even if the thought of sitting down with an attorney doesn't sound like a fun way to spend the morning, I would still encourage you to sit down and find out what would happen next, so that you really have made a good decision from a place of education instead of just guessing about it. So we're always happy to meet with the reluctant spouse and really be caring in our approach with getting you up to speed on what would be a good choice for your family and just having a good conversation about it.